Judging the truth.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Chronic Gamer. My name is Matt, and this is my final thoughts and redirect for Inuyasha episodes 43, 44, and 45. So go ahead, click the link in the description, watch it over on Vimeo if you're watching this on YouTube, and come on back here and let me know what you think in the comments section. If you are watching this on YouTube and you want to see next week's reaction video, the link to my Patreon is also in the description. You can check it out there for early access. And don't forget to join the Discord. I post updates on what's going on over there, and we chat and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, check that out if you want. Okay, so, I like these episodes. We had Naraku interfering with his incarnations again, mainly Kagura, and this other one, I forget his name right now, but he was defeated really quickly. But I'll get into that in a second. So, basically, actually, I'll just get into it right now. So, there was this demon that was like a beast, and it could read minds, and it was like the third incarnation of Inuyasha, of Naraku, and Inuyasha, even though he was weakened and everything, he went to go fight it, and he almost lost, and it like chomped his Tessaiga sword into two pieces, and it awoke the demon side of Inuyasha, which I personally liked. I know they were saying that it's like not good for him to transform into that version of himself, but I really enjoyed the transformation. I understand that he's going to have to use it sparingly, if at all. Maybe he can get control over it and use it as a weapon, but as of right now, it's not a good idea for him to transform. But I liked it. I thought it looked pretty badass. Maybe it won't be a thing, but I liked it. But either way, we found out that the Tessaiga actually holds some sort of power to keep his demon side in check, which to me means that his dad really didn't want Inuyasha to be a demon at all. He wants him to be human. I don't know much about Inuyasha's mother other than that like a tiny flashback they had back in the day, but I'm guessing it probably has something to do with him falling in love with her, or maybe, and he wants to protect humans. That's why he made those two swords, the Tessaiga and the Tensaiga. They are both used to protect. Like, one can slay demons and the other brings the living or the dead back to life. So definitely interesting swords that were forged from his fang. And they said that the Tessaiga in particular was holding Inuyasha's demon side in check. So I'm guessing that's why his father had his like grave inside of that ball that was inside of Inuyasha's eye. I'm guessing because he wanted to like make sure that if he was leaning towards any direction, it would be towards the human side, which I think has been working successfully because we've seen a lot of character development with Inuyasha and having him become more and more humanized throughout the series so far, which I've been enjoying a lot since the story started to pick up. I touched on this a little bit in my reaction video, but really since the story really started picking up in these past like 10 or so episodes, we've gotten a lot of character development, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. We didn't get as much character development during those like self-contained episodes at the beginning, and it was like they were enjoyable, but it was becoming a little stale in my opinion, and I'm glad that they've moved on past that and we're really getting to the meat of this show. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. I honestly have no idea. It's completely unpredictable to me, and I'm excited for it. But other things happened in these episodes. Sesshomaru's back, and he's another character that I can't wait to see his character development. we got to see more of how he treats that little girl, and he definitely seems to be protecting her. I don't know how he feels towards her, whether he cares for her in like a father-daughter type of way, or if she's like a pet to him that he cares about, or what. But it's definitely interesting to see, and she definitely cares about him to the point where she listens to him to the T. Like in that scene where he had her stand still, like she literally froze in that spot and she didn't move until she was given the order to move again. So that is definitely interesting. I'm curious to see how that plays out, whether she will continue to follow his every word, or if she'll begin to question him, or if their bonds will grow even stronger. I don't know, but again, I can't wait to find out. But Sesshomaru came across that demon from the first episode we watched in this reaction slot here, that he took the head and he brought it to like this evil swordsmith who used to work under the other guy with the big old eyeballs. I'm forgetting their names again. I know I said them in the reaction video, but that was literally because their names were on the screen. He was a disciple, but that guy cast him out because he kept making these evil swords, and this one's no different. I'm guessing that like all of these powerful swords are all forged from demon fangs. So he used the demon fang from this Naraku incarnation demon, like animal beast demon that he had, to basically make this the most evil sword that we've seen so far. And at first, it really was still hell-bent with Naraku's will to kill Inuyasha. But once Sesshomaru got a hold of it, it basically started bending to his will and worked for him. I guess Sesshomaru said like, oh, it chose me as its master. So again, I have no idea. We've gotten some major power-ups from both Sesshomaru and Inuyasha, although Inuyasha's isn't really good for him yet. But I am really looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. Not a whole lot happened in these episodes except for that, you know, these interactions here. They didn't really go anywhere, and the story didn't really advance past the point of them realizing their powers. One thing I do want to touch up on that I forgot to mention in the reaction, I find it really cool that now that the Tessaiga has part of Inuyasha's fang in it, it is much stronger, and he's going to have to conquer his own strength in order to be able to wield it, not just his father's. So that'll be really cool. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't realize that all he has to do is work on himself in order to be able to wield it. He was like complaining about how heavy it was, but it was pretty obvious to me that he's supposed to level himself up and work on himself in order to be able to do it. But Miyoga set him straight on that, and the swordsmith guy set him straight on that. Miyoga seems to me like this, I don't know what you'd call him, but he seems to like know way more than he lets on. He always comes in and gives the information that people don't know, and it's surprising to me how he knows all of this stuff. And also that swordsmith guy seems to be a lot wiser than he lets on as well. Like, he definitely seems like he's some senile old man, but then he like comes in super handy with like that flames that he shoots out of his mouth and tells him to get away, and like knowing this, that, and the other about how the swords work. I know he's the one who forged them, but he knows a lot more than he lets on, and I'm also curious to see how that plays out, if it plays out at all. There's one more thing I wanted to touch on, but I'm kind of drawing a blank on it right now. Let's see. We had the sword, the size of the sword maybe, that it's bigger. I don't remember. Maybe there wasn't something. I feel like there was something, but I can't remember. So I'm just going to end the video here. If I remember, then maybe I'll shoot it over in the comments, but it's nothing so important that I have to remember right away. So Yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Chronic Gamer. Peace.